When I don't regularly hear from someone, from a friend, even my chosen family, I start to lose a little bit of the feeling of safety, or a lot of the feeling of safety, and the feeling of connectedness, and the feeling that I can trust them, and I can talk to them, and I can tell them things and ask them things. And some of that is my neurodivergence, but some of that is also the effects of trauma, of cult torture, where I was always kept isolated, and where the only people around me were cult, and where they would do hot and cold. Sometimes they would, like, especially like the other mother would pretend to love me and be there, and then there would be immediately after either hatred and abuse and torture, of course, or intentional freezing me out and having everyone in the cult turn their backs to me, pretend to not see me, not hear me, and intentionally isolate me, which is really painful, especially as a child and a teen. But like, we need to feel that we belong, that we're cared about. And so I have to try and remind myself of that, that people still care about me, even when they're not regularly in contact with me, even when they're not reaching out. But I have so much old stuff in my head that impacts how I am. And it just helps to remind ourselves and be intentional and try to reach out ourselves. And I hope that you can also reach out to the people you care about if you haven't heard from them in a while, or just let them know that it helps to have frequent conversations if that's what helps you, or like regular conversations. It helps to see these patterns and to recognize where they come from. And I know mine is especially the cult torture, but some of it also is also the neurodivergence. And so I try to stay aware of that. And I hope you can too.